Central Sports Pod. Welcome back to another episode. Today we have a great icebreaker. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup, and who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals next year? Ted starts off.
England football is coming home. I am wearing the USA jersey. I think we're going to do shockingly good, but we all know we aren't really going to win it. But no, England for the World Cup and for NBA Finals next year. Okay, this isn't okay. This is weird because I'm not necessarily saying a team. Wherever Giannis is, I think Giannis will probably leave after this year. It's my prediction. I think wherever he goes to, I think they're going to win it.
Okay.
Valid.
So you think even if he went to a team like the Timberwolves, you think that they would still have a good shot at winning?
Absolutely.
Even though the
Yeah.
Timberwolves would, even though the Timberwolves would likely have to give up like all of their assets.
Would they have to give up Ant?
And
No. Yeah, Ant and
I feel like
Giannis. Yeah.
whoever trades for Giannis, I think that whoever trades for Giannis is going to end up overpaying just because the trade market has been so insane recently that they're actually going to get worse because they're not going to have as much depth. That's not saying that Giannis is bad, but just the trade market right now is really like inflated.
Yeah, I just don't know how
For
much depth.
me to win the World Cup, it's gonna be France. I think. I mean, Olise, Mbappe, Dembele. That's the best front three in football. And then to win the NBA next year, I'm gonna go Spurs over the Pistons in the final.
I'll go
Three.
next. I was gonna say Spain. Lamine Yamal will be growing the beard and goatee, and Gavi will be getting pink hair. And then for the NBA Finals, I was gonna say the Spurs also.
Hmm.
Honestly, for me, World Cup this year, I think I'm leaning more towards it's going to be either Germany or England for me. I think it's just those are probably the two most stacked teams in my eyes. France is up there also. It's going to be one of those three powerhouses. But if I had to choose one, I'm going to say Germany. I just like Kai Havertz and just like it's such a well-rounded team with a lot of depth, and that's
It
why I'm going
is.
to take them.
Yeah, and they're on
And
such a roll right now.
And also with the NBA Finals next year, I think I'm going to do the Spurs. I think the NBA is going to try to build onto that Wemby revenge arc. But if it's not next year that the Spurs win, it's going to be soon in the next couple of years for sure. Otherwise, I'm going to have to say the Pistons for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Brand. I think that like Spain,
So moving on.
or can I say? I think Spain, like,
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
they've come in as like the favorite, if not one of like the top two, three teams, but they're kind of like playing Cape Verde right now. It's not really doing much. I know they don't really have Lamine Yamal out there, stuff like that, but I really don't know if they're gonna win it.
I believe. I mean,
I
look at what
mean,
happened to Argentina. They lost to Saudi Arabia, and then they came back and won it all.
Yeah, but it's again the Spanish team. They don't have like a cohesive like attack, in my opinion. I think their attack's really
Uh,
it's reliant on Lamine Yamal, and so if you can't really
Nico
get Lamine
Williams.
Yamal, it's not even like a starter right now, bro.
Yeah, because he was also injured.
Yeah. And you like he's a good player, but he's inconsistent. So like
I don't know. Euro 2024 showed that he wasn't.
2 years ago, yeah.
Okay. Well, NBA Finals thoughts. For me, the biggest takeaway is like this Knicks team can beat you in so many ways, and they are resilient. And then the Spurs, it's just inexperience. It's not going to be like Wemby didn't exactly choke. He could have been better in the clutch, but he didn't choke. He's not overrated now. He's just young, inexperienced. Same thing goes with Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. De'Aaron Fox, I really want to talk about that right now because I
Oof.
I thought that he looked like a terrible player out there. And I think that Mitch Johnson has to do a better job in the future of recognizing, even though maybe he's had better games in the clutch in the regular season and stuff, if he's not having a good game, I mean, you have Dylan Harper right next to you. Played 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. That is unacceptable. Dylan Harper needs to get more minutes.
Yes, I would agree.
mhm.
De'Aaron Fox was not good
I mean,
in
De'Aaron
this
Fox is
finals.
he's one of those guys where if you're the Spurs and you're looking at how you can make it back to the finals next year, I mean, do you really want him on your team? Because he's gonna charge a bit more of a price tag as the next like 2 years go by, I believe. And but then you go, if you trade him, who really wants him right now? Because he's not stock's not really high right now.
I mean, you
And
don't
then
even need to. Go ahead. Go ahead.
but then it's like, oh, you look maybe like a year or two in the future. Is this type player where like the expansion draft comes and they're maybe like, oh, I don't know, we don't really want to keep him because of this price tag.
I mean, you don't even need to, like, you know, get a crazy haul for him. You could just, get a couple more role players or maybe, a better backup center as opposed to Cornette. Obviously, Cornette was able to make some plays, but at the end of the day, he's not a great center, and the Spurs are often dominated in those non-Wemby minutes. So I think that
Yeah.
that's what they target because they are guard deep and they have, options at the point guard position. If they can, target a backup center, the way I'm thinking about it is that's what Philly was kind of never able to have. That's why Embiid kind of always struggled with injuries throughout his whole career because he has to play so many minutes because Philly's never been able to surround him with that backup center. If the Spurs are able to do that, I think that they're going to become an amazing dynasty.
Yeah.
hmm I agree. I think the one standout for me is Stephon Castle. If I'm not wrong, he was pretty cold in that game five. I think he only made his first shot of the game near the last minutes of it, right?
Yeah, he made one field goal and a putback dunk.
Yeah, which was it was a big moment, but those moments should have came earlier. I think that 2 minutes or 2 points in a elimination game, that's something that's going to be talked about for a while, even if he didn't get the opportunities to. But I also think it highlights just how well the Knicks were able to lock down Stephon Castle in a very meaningful game that happened.
hmm
Big props to OG Anunoby. I think he was one of the main defenders
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
He was getting
hmm
great contests up. Stephon Cass was not, being able to muscle his way or out like explode OG Anunoby and get to the rim and finish on him. But and then all right, but anyway, Dylan Harper though, amazing player, gonna be one of the
Yeah.
best players in the league for years to come. Um, I mean, like, what are you guys' thoughts? I feel like he's kind of gonna turn into like a better version of Jalen Brunson, if you know what I mean. I mean, I was kind of looking at the way he was
They
playing.
found a
Uh,
gem. They found a gem.
yeah,
I
He
mean, we
was
all
like
knew
they
he was
did.
going to be good ever since he came from that Rutgers team, but man, is he has he really shown some improvements over the course of the season?
And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I used to, see his high school highlights. I was like, wow, this guy's really good. And then, going into college, he had a great college career. Obviously, the team wasn't good, and so that was kind of one of the concerns of like, is he really that winning of a player coming into the draft? But I think now we've seen, yes, he is a very, very winning player.
Yeah, I
hmm
obviously, like I said, when I saw him at Rutgers, it was just such like a team where it was just him and Ace Bailey showing off for NBA scouts. So you really got a good glimpse of him in college, and I'm surprised more people didn't really try to check out Dylan Harper and maybe try to go and pursue him in the draft. But the Spurs definitely won with grabbing him.
Yeah, I would agree. I would just say Ace Bailey was like more almost promising, but after seeing this year, I would say Dylan Harper is going to be the better of the talents.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Dylan Harper, he's Ace Bailey definitely has the far better, genetic, athletic side of the ball. But like when you look at Dylan Harper, you look at him and it's like, wow, this guy does everything right for a rookie. He makes all the right plays. I think that he could become the best rookie in this class. I'm not, gonna say well. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
he has that potential. I'm not gonna overreact, to a short,
hmm
whatever it is, 12 game sample where I've seen him, go crazy. Like, but I'm just saying he has that potential. He has the upside. So I think that I really like the Spurs team. That's why I did pick them to
Yeah.
win it next year.
Now,
Yeah.
Um,
who?
Is there anything else we want to talk about the NBA?
Yeah,
Because otherwise, I would
I was
maybe
gonna
talk about the
say.
I
upcoming
kind of want to talk
draft.
about the Knicks a little bit too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Where? How
Yeah,
do we
the
think the Knicks
Knicks.
are? How do you think they're gonna do next year?
I
I
mean,
think
Well,
I think it's
I mean,
very
if
hard to say whether they're going to be amazing or bad. It's just going to kind of develop, depend on how well Cat and Brunson age. If they can take another step, then yeah, they're going to be right back in this situation. But if they kind of stay where they are, I think that they're going to kind of get caught by some of these younger teams like the Pistons or
Okay,
like the
see.
Spurs or OKC. Some of those younger teams will probably start to catch up to them. But if they can put the work in the summer and really stay focused, then they could easily be right back in this situation.
I think the
I will
Knicks are
add,
going to stay competitive, but I don't know if they'll be back to the finals for a while. Is
I
my
will add
thing.
that Mitchell Robinson is going to be an unrestricted free agent coming up. Is that are they going to take him back? Are they going to re-sign him, or are they going to let him go? And is that going to make a difference if the Knicks let him go this offseason?
Um, I'm not sure because they have the backup center, and I am blanking on his name because his name's really hard to pronounce. He's number 55. Um, Whatever. He looked great. He was defending Wembanyama very, very well. Mitchell Robinson has been on the team for a long time, so that could influence it. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come down to money. If he's asking for too much, he'll move. But if the price is right, I don't see any reason whether they're going to be like, no, you need to get out. I mean, he was just a key contributing factor to them winning a championship. So, I mean, obviously in his eyes, he can be like, I already won the championship. I can go get a bag elsewhere. Maybe we see him
Hmm.
go to the Spurs. I think that that would actually be a great fit, and I would actually really like that if he would go to the Spurs, as he's a great pick and roll lob threat, and he can play a little post defense. Obviously, he's not amazing as Wembanyama had his way with him on a couple plays, but I mean, when Cat fouled out in that last game, he looked good. Mitchell Robinson did, and Wemby was kind of ghosting down the stretch, and so we have to give him props for that. And so teams are gonna be interested. So I think that if he went to the Spurs,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
And
Yeah.
then I want to add something on. Jalen Duren is a restricted free agent. So what if the Pistons in some world, because I know that they maybe don't want to pay Jalen Duren what he's asking. So say hypothetically the Pistons let go of Jalen Duren and they take on what's his name? Mitchell Robinson, and they, basically just swap their center position. Are the Pistons going to be ass after this? Is what I'm going to say. Is quite frankly, could this be a beneficial situation for them? Because then they would free up, some money that they would otherwise have to pay a star like Jalen Duren, and
I mean,
maybe they could go and get a guard who's a scorer.
I mean
I
that
think that would be a bad move.
Mhm. That's what I was gonna say. In my opinion, Pistons should just not get rid of Jalen Duren. Yeah, he had a bad playoffs. It was, their first, playoffs with expectations.
Hmm.
Plenty of guys have had a bad first playoffs and then have ended up bouncing back and become, a great playoff star. I mean, even last year, Jalen Brunson, he was not great. Pacers upset them. Um, and I mean, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
I think that that is their cushion, though, to be honest with you. Because if something doesn't happen, if they really don't want to pay the money, or something just goes wrong in the front office when it comes to Jalen Duren and their connection, I think Mitchell Robinson will be a way that they can bounce back and get a starting center for this upcoming 2026, 2027 season. And they could even maybe find someone in the draft. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What
he's
else, guys?
Maybe
uh
World Cup. Shift on to it,
I
or
want to talk more about free agents because this is like a big time now that the finals are over. I just want to touch up on this real quick. LeBron James, what's going to happen with him this offseason? He is a unrestricted free agent, so it's really anywhere for him nowadays.
I
I
mean,
think
Cleveland.
he stays a Laker.
I
Cleveland.
think he does. I mean, I actually don't know if that's the best thing for the Lakers to do, but I mean, he proved these playoffs that even though he's whatever it is, 40, 41, I can't remember, he's still amazing. I mean, it's nothing new. I think they're going to resign him maybe a 1 year, 2 year deal, but I mean, his time's coming to an end. I don't think that they're going to be like, "No, LeBron, you need to get out." I think that they're going to be like, "If you want to come back, you can come back," but they're also not going to be like, in shambles trying to get him to stay because if he were to leave, that is a lot of cap room that they could use to you know, build a roster around Luca and maybe, get some better help for him.
Yeah.
What happens to
Yeah.
Bronny James once LeBron's out also?
I mean, I think that he could still stay there.
I think he could stay too.
G
He was
League.
a
G
legit
League.
NBA player this year.
G
I think
League.
that if the NBA
He
doesn't
won't
work
be a
out,
G
he
League.
should not play in the G League. He should go overseas immediately.
Oh yeah, Israel.
Mm.
What?
Like
He
DJ
was
DJ
he was
Burns
getting
looking
better
into.
this year on the Lakers on their
Yeah.
NBA
I
minutes.
mean,
So
even just
Yeah,
being in an NBA locker room, you just get so much better, and I think that's better for him.
it's just
Mm,
the nerves, I think, that were at the beginning of the season. Because imagine you got to live up to the expectations of someone who's widely considered the GOAT. And that's just difficult because obviously he's not. No one in the NBA is really as close to him as some other people could be. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I think he's getting used to it.
yeah, I think LeBron. Or I personally think maybe Cavs, but I think at the end of the day, it's either Cavs or Lakers. I don't see him going anywhere he hasn't been before.
Last thing I'll say is I think it'll just be like a 1 million or a 1 year, $8 million sort of deal, not, going to get his super max like he always has usually gotten, because I think teams are just going to realize like, he's old, he's going to be done next year. We're not going to take a big risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that honestly, if he went to the Cavs, I think that would end up working out really well for them because I think he could actually contend for another championship there. I
Yeah.
mean, Harden's obviously getting older too, so they'd have
I
a
was
good
gonna say,
team,
what
and
do
that
we
would.
think
I
about
feel like that would
Harden?
kind of be their last stand with this core if they went
Yeah,
out and got LeBron.
Harden's also going to be an upcoming free agent, just to add.
Mhm.
So
I think
I
Cavs
think
will
he'll
re-sign
resign.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
definitely going to resign.
What do we
yeah,
think about his legal situation too?
I don't think it'll play an impact in the basketball realm of things, but
What's his
uh,
legal situation, Brant? Would you like to fill me
got
in?
arrested. got
He got
arrested for
arrested for illegal like weapons.
like he
Oh,
had a weapon that he didn't have a permit for, essentially. So
oh,
got
that's
arrested.
The thing with like arrests is like we can make big deals over them, and like they make big headlines, and we'll talk about it, act like it might like impact these guys' seasons, but it's very rare that something like this actually does anything. It's really like
exactly.
it has to be something really, really major.
I mean, obviously, like at the personal level, like this is a big deal, and he probably shouldn't have had that weapon. But if we're just gonna look at it in the grand scheme of things and like the big picture, no, this is it. It doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
I think people are going to look at this and they're going to just think that this could have been avoided, and they could, take that in a good way or in a bad way. It
And
depends, but
people are gonna take it however they want. The only thing that matters is that we're not the ones on that court playing basketball with him. They're the team. They're gonna figure it out together, and it's not gonna play a big deal. And whatever it is, probably by next episode, people will stop talking about it.
Yep.
with that being said, I say World Cup.
Hey, World
Oh,
Cup, there was just some breaking news. Tunisia sacked their manager mid World Cup.
Mid World
oh,
Cup, wow.
after Sweden beat them 5-1, Sweden, who like,
Yeah,
yeah, they have really good attackers. They're not like a great team that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I watched some of that game. That was wild.
Yeah, well, I think Tunisia really has a good chance now. I'm all in. I'm all in.
Obviously not, but it's like it's interesting, you know what I mean?
It is, and it's like I feel like that's really bad. I mean, that's bad for culture, really. Unless the players really hated him, it's bad for culture. It's a bad look for the team to fire somebody mid World Cup. At least wait till the end of the World Cup. I understand it's every 4 years, but yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't like that they're doing that. It's like when I think it was Harrison Barnes got traded mid game. That's
Hmm.
yeah.
stupid.
I just don't know. Like how do you let something like that happen? And in the first place, like you said, it's a World Cup every 4 years. How are you so set on this one guy for the past 4 years, and now all of a sudden after one game you're like, he's done. You got to get him out of here. I
Ha-
think he should have just
Exactly.
stayed.
Have you ever heard of
Exactly.
the bloke named Gareth Southgate?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
somehow kept a job for like 6 years. That's absurd.
Here's the thing,
Um,
like you can't blame one loss on a coach because coaches can't influence how well the players play. You can blame the grand loss and how they do in the overall World Cup on a coach, and you can, praise them for an overall win, but you can't look at one game and be like, "Wow, that coach did really well," or "Wow, that coach is really
mhm.
bad," because, you
Mhm.
know, they're not out there playing. They put in the game plan, and sometimes that game plan doesn't work. So you have
Yeah,
to you have
Yeah.
to, take it in a greater sample size.
Hmm.
yeah.
hmm
I think can we talk about just some of the big games that's happened? Kind of
What's your guys' game of the tournament so far? That's
Netherlands,
what I'm wondering.
Japan, Netherlands, Japan. I loved that game. Like that was an
Canada,
I really
incredible
like
game.
Bosnia.
I really liked South Korea. I really liked South Korea.
That was a solid game too. But I think there's something that Canada or not Canada, Netherlands, Japan. You watch it and you were like in your mind, you're like, yeah, Netherlands is on paper the better team. Heck, their like average height is 4 inches taller than Japan, which is wild, especially on set pieces.
Yeah.
And so like every set piece is like, oh, it could be a goal, so like, oh, it'll be like a 3-1 win or something like that. But Japan, again, because of the Asian countries not really getting a ton of like spotlight because they're not in the Copa America, they're not in the
Hmm.
Euros, and the AFCON is obviously bigger than the Asian Cup they have. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Um, like Qatar won it a few years ago, which is crazy. But Japan, like they're kind of an underdog, and so they come in, they score 2 goals. One of them, absolute great goal, the one from outside the box. And I think it really shows that like some of these teams, South Korea as well, are threats, even though they kind of aren't going into the tournament.
Also,
Yeah.
Japan is without their three best players this tournament.
Yeah.
I'd say
I
Kubo
I
is one of the best.
Yeah, but Endo was also really good, and now he's retired from
and
Mhm.
what is it?
Minamoto. He tore his ACL or something crazy.
Something I don't know.
Also, I love
hmm
But
Yeah,
the
he would have been
Japanese
the best. He
keeper.
would have.
I mean, I
Yeah, he
think
he he had he was tough. He's tough.
Yeah, and then so Brant, you talked about the Bosnia versus Canada
Canada
game.
game.
What do you think of that? What was so special about that game? I had fun with it. It's just it felt like it was a little boring at parts.
It was boring at parts, but I think Bosnia's aggressiveness and the Canada way they were fighting back on the counters and in general was pretty fun. And I'll say that Canada goal sure was nice. Let's and the Bosnia save where it was all should have been in the goal.
Yeah.
That was heart racing.
It was heart
I will
racing.
say also another game I really enjoyed watching was the Ivory Coast. Man, that
Yeah,
was a
Yeah.
crazy goal at the end. Little buzzer beater, kind of a buzzer beater, not really in the grand scheme of things.
kind of
But
like the Qatar game. The Qatar
Yeah.
game.
yeah, the Qatar game was
Yeah,
really good also.
I
I would.
think
It's not a bad
I've
game.
Nah, I've just liked watching the smaller countries at least score a goal because it's
Yeah,
way more exciting. The stadium gets
I
loud.
mean, it's
It's
just like
way
such a
more of
like
a
a
vibe.
big, it's such a
Curacao
big
scoring.
deal.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna
Curacao.
say that first half of Germany Curacao, like second half, it really got away from them. Like it's still fun to watch, but you could tell the players weren't having that much fun. But that
I
first half,
I
like
I,
it was passionate. It was so fun.
I mean, it was
I
one
will
one.
ask. I will ask, what are we feeling about the water breaks that are implemented for this World Cup? Because
I don't like it.
a lot of people are saying the Germany Curacao water break ruined Curaçao's momentum in that game, and that's the reason that it got away from them.
I like it because I think that I mean, it's about player safety. It is so hot, and like, especially, people who aren't used to this type of like heat, it is really good that they have that. I don't think that, it needs to be in every stadium, but in most stadiums, I mean, England was playing in Florida, and you can tell they were dying out there. I mean,
Yeah.
like they need the water breaks. Water breaks are a good thing. They're a smart thing. I like them.
Yeah, I mean, as a referee certified by the U.S. Referees Association, if the game's too hot, I mean, water breaks are a normal thing you customarily do. And I think putting it in the World Cup, yeah, it's a bit odd, but at the end of the day, like it's good for the players. And I don't love like in indoor stadiums, yeah, it's not great. Like the Curacao thing, yeah, it was indoors, probably didn't need it, but again, got to be the same for every like game, or else it's not fair.
Is there any way that to avoid, full stoppage like a water break, that maybe they could do some sort of, more subs for teams to use to make sure that more people can go in and out and get a break that they need? Because I just know a
N-
lot of people are really upset with the full
They
stoppage of the
Yeah.
water break.
You,
I
they can't
think
change the subbing, but I don't think they can change the subbing, but they can add water breaks. I like the water breaks.
it's Ethan. Then you just have like your second string team in like 60 minutes in. Like what? That's not great. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I do think the player safety is good, but I am not a fan because, like US has shown, it does slow momentum down. That is going to be the thing with USA and water breaks. Like seeing from the games pre-tournament, it definitely slowed them down a lot.
You know,
I don't know. I
call
think my personal standpoint on things is that the players have been given time to train, and it's a game, and you're gonna have to adapt to it. I just don't think that there should be like a full stop like that because you have halftime anyways. That's your water break. That's the water break that has always existed in soccer.
I like I kind of think that yeah, I understand like the critique of like momentum and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like it's 3 minutes. Like yeah, it could be maybe 2 minutes a little shorter, but I think 3 minutes, your momentum can still stay. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, like, obviously it's good and it's bad, and I really have mixed feelings about it. But I mean, like, if it's gonna make it so much easier for the players, then just keep it. It's just the smarter thing, in my opinion.
The thing I do
Hmm.
like that they've incorporated this year is the VAR, though. The way they are incorporating it
Hmm.
and changing it.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
What are
I like
some
the referee cam. It's a
Yeah.
nice little
I
touch.
I
I
also like
hate
the
it.
ref cam.
I hate the referee cam.
Dude, the
But I
ref
hate
cam
it.
is dope. What are you
No, but
talking
here's
about?
the thing with I hate it is that I hate it because I love to hate it, you know what I mean? Like it's so like cringy and bad, but I kind of enjoy it
Mm,
every time I see it, you know what I mean? But I'm like,
It
why are we
makes me feel
doing
like I'm
this?
playing FIFA, bro. That's all.
Yes,
yeah.
it seems like a video game. It's kind of ridiculous. And like call me woke, but like I like the having a 3 minute break to like get a snack, go to the bathroom in the middle of the game. Because at least for me personally, I feel like I always like I'll get up to like get something and I always miss a goal. So like I like it every like 20 minutes in a game. So
That's fair.
what are you guys' predictions on any like shockers that could happen in the rest of the group stage?
I mean, not a shocker maybe, but I think both Japan and Korea will make it to the knockout rounds.
Yeah, I think my biggest like hot take, if you will, is I think Holland is way closer to getting the golden boot than people think. Because if you look, he's the striker who's like he's a guy who likes to be on team where he's the main option. Like if he gets the ball, he's an attacker and his finishing is great. It's like his skill. And so on Norway, if the team it's like doesn't have great other attackers, but they have some good people like give him assists like Odegaard or Oscar Bob. Um, I think he's going to be truly clinical, and he might only get to like round of 32, round of 16, but I think he's just going to score so many. Like in these games, I think like Senegal, he can easily get like two. France, he can get one, maybe like two or maybe even a hat trick in the other group stage game. I think he's truly going to be electric.
That's just it, though. I don't know if he's going to get one on France. I think that's the biggest thing because France is going to be tough. They're a strong team. Holland loves being physical,
Hmm.
and France loves being physical right back. So I think that's going to be his toughest game to get one.
My prediction
One-
is going to be Florian Balogun, Golden Boot.
My prediction
Yeah.
is going to be, and you guys might think this
Oh, no.
prediction's a little crazy, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that crazy. And I think that Sun is not going to score. Hold on, let me restart this. I need to make this sound better. Okay, here's my prediction. Just from what I've seen in the Korea game, this isn't really a bad thing for him, but I don't think Son is going to score a single goal in this World Cup.
Oh.
I think that he's going to see
He's
a lot
going
more
to.
assists. He's going to be more of a playmaker on the pitch, and I think that's going to be, better for Korea in the end, anyways.
Yeah,
And I still think that they're going to make the knockout rounds. I think they're going to do good, but that's not going to be with Son scoring a lot of goals. That's going to be with other people stepping up and playing.
I think that's true, but I also think he's going to net one or two. You know what I mean?
My
Yeah.
I don't know.
bold,
I just wanted to say something that might be a little controversial so then I can reflect back on it. That's all.
for me, my bold prediction is I think that both Brazil and the Netherlands are both out by the round of 16.
I think
that
I think Brazil, yeah. Brazil
I mean,
is
I
gonna-
love Brazil, and if I got to pick a team to win, I would choose Brazil. But that's just, I really think that they're going to get upset.
I think every single game it's going to be Vinny versus the other 11. I don't know. I just
Hey,
from
Yeah.
what I saw in the first game,
Neymar.
I don't know why they brought Neymar in, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Like,
Hey,
Dude,
put some
he's such
respect
a,
on
like,
Neymar.
you
Stop,
can't
Ethan.
cut
Put
somebody
respect
on their like their
It's
last
Neymar,
dance.
bro. It's Neymar. You
you
can't be
have to
saying
bring Neymar.
dude,
yeah.
it's such a petty
Okay.
Okay. I think it's time to wrap things up.
dude,
All right, it's been
Neymar's been washed since like 2022
Okay,
anyways.
no.
All right. It's been a great
no,
episode. Thank you
no.
guys
Dude,
for
ever since he went to Saudi, it's been over, bro. No one wants to see him play anymore, bro.
All right, bro.
Get
I
out of
want
here.
to see
People,
him play.
I want to see him
You haven't
play.
seen his recent lock-in in Santos.
He's been really good at Santos. Okay. See you guys next time. Peace.
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 Peace.